Oh, oh, this is so good. Well, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Shondo in the chat. We are here. We are here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Give a chance to allow the people to gather. Oh. Hey, everyone, as you gather in the room, let me say hi to some people. Hey, Quintessential. Hey, Ligale. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Abby. What's good? Hey, Nappy Child. I see the Mod Squad is in the room. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Star Sylvia. Lovable Denver. Hey. Ooh, chat. Oh, boy. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Drew's girl. MVN. Okay. Hey, Sassy Francis. What's up, Surprise Around the Corner? What's up, Dez? Shondo to everybody as you gather in the room. Hey, Jonathan. What's good, bro? What's good, Fi? Rochelle, what's up? What's up? Child, I went to sleep last night and had me a great night of sleep. Hey, Jada Nerd, what's good, little bro? What's good, Lex Max? Woke up this morning to a bunch of text messages and emails and DMs, and I was like, oh, and I looked at it, what it was about. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we'll get there. So, well, hey, everyone. Child, hey, Regina, what's good? Child, I don't even need the book for this, honey. I don't need the book. That book is too heavy for this early in the morning. Oh, it's too heavy for this early in the morning. But don't worry, it's around. It is around. And now, let's take a trip. What's good, big sis? I'm telling y'all now, the Mod Squad is not here for it. They are not here for it. They are not here for it. All right, let's talk about it. Let's tell the story. Because people want to tell bits and pieces. Child, I'm sipping my coffee this morning. I'm not even bothered. So let's tell the story. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Since we want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So, we young little lad, they like to dox you. I've never doxed a person in my life. So they call themselves doxing me. Oh, dear God. So they call themselves doxing me. My life is an open book. I've never done anything wrong. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you bludgeon a couple people with a good read. That's their, first thing that they want to do. Anyway, so if you want to know the story, see, I can tell the full unabridged story. There's not a whole lot to tell. Anyway, so they released a news article and a news story from back in 2017. Let's tell the story of how that happened. It started December of 2016. I was a teacher working at a high school. Still am a teacher now, but I was working at a high school then, a very affluent high school, to be exact, where there were many, many well-to-do, wealthy students. Anyway, the a student whose father is very well connected and is best friends with the school superintendent was in my class, and she got a grade that she did not feel that she deserved. She got, I think, she got a low grade. It was either a D or an F. Ooh, excuse me. So because and she and her parents asked me to change the grade, I said no, I'm not changing the grade. She earned a D or an F. She gets the D or an F. A little girl's father is an attorney. He's well connected. They this is 20 December 2016 now. Um, and at that time, I didn't even have a YouTube channel. I didn't even have a YouTube channel anymore at that point. But they did some digging and they found one of my friends' channels. And on one of my friends' channels, we had did a video in 2008. Yes, 2008. Yes, it was 2008. They had did a video in 2000. We had done a video in December of 2008 where we were talking about the five things we wanted to get for Christmas and the five things we wanted to give for Christmas. Wasn't even on my channel. Video had like 8 views on it. But they found it, and it the the little girl's dad let the girl see it so she could see his daughter see it so she could see if it was me or not. And then they put it, it started circulating on Instagram and stuff like that. So then once it started circulating on Instagram, some of the other students and parents saw it, and so the parents said, "Oh, I want to send it to the school board," which is standard operating procedure. Anytime a teacher does anything that somebody thinks is questionable, it goes to the school board for investigation. The first thing a school board does, see, these are what the people don't know is the first thing a school board does is anytime there's any allegation about anything, right, wrong, in between, they say, "Okay, we're going to reassign you." And what reassignment means is you report to the district offices while they're doing their investigations. After they do their investigations, then after that, either you go back into the classroom or you, whatever they decide, they either terminate you, you go back in the classroom, whatever the decision is that the school board decides, or Office of Professional Standards, or whatever office you have, HR, or whatever. So that's what happened. Because they were well connected, and because of the nature of the school that I was at, that school is always on the news. So naturally, it made the news. There was a big thing. There was a news article about it too. Long story short, I really wasn't worried because I knew it was like at that point it was like 7 years before that, 7 8 years before that. So I was like, investigations happen, and they find that because there was no school equipment used, it was not on school grounds. They even went and they investigated the year that it happened, the year before and the year after, to see had the grades of my students. Because they were the biggest thing that they could probably try to say was when I said I wanted to give out more Fs, which was satire. But they noted that those 3 years are when my students had the highest grades of all of the years I had been giving out grades. So there wasn't anything to do with that. So what happened was, um, during the interim of that, I did not like how my union handled it. My union kind of like, I felt like my union did not fight for me like I wanted them to, and I was kind of upset and disgruntled. Um, I felt kind of disgruntled with how the union kind of handled it, and because they didn't do what I thought that they should have done, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and look, to other school districts or maybe private or charter. So what happened was, while they were investigating, while everything was going on, I was doing that. Come to find out, I there was a large charter school in the area that knew of this story. I had put my information and resume out to them, and they called me and they said, "We'd like to hire you." They knew of everything that was going on. We would like to give you a higher position outside of the classroom and put you over curriculum and instructions, because they knew I have two bachelors, two masters, a specialist, and doctoral degree. I'm a credential holder. See, the people over here wondering what I got going on need to make sure that they put all my credentials behind my name if you're going to reference me. Now that you knew, please reference me correctly and call me by all of my names. Make sure you have all my credentials. Okay. So as once they but they what happened was they said, okay, we're going to go ahead and hire you. We'll hire you toward the end of the school year, so that way you can start to set up things for the subsequent school year. They decided to hire me. I got word from my union that they're ready to rule on your case. Everything's good. There's no findings. They sent me the letter. I have it, which they could never get, because all letters go in your personnel file, which are private and confidential. I can show you the letter on my phone right now, from where it says we find the ethics, you did not violate any of the ethics clauses of the school system, this and the third. You are free to return to your school site on XXX date. I said to them, here's my letter of resignation. I'm not staying with you people after all of this fuck shit and fuckery. I'm taking my talents and I'm going over there for people who will appreciate me and give me more money. And that's when I submitted my letter of resignation. It had nothing to do with being forced out. It had everything to do with me taking a better position and getting more money. Hello. Hello from the other side. So when there's documentation saying that I submitted my letter of resignation prior to them officially, because what happens is, even though I got the letter saying what their decision was, this decision doesn't become final until it's read at the school board meeting, and the school board, they sound the gavel on everything, and then that makes it official. But when they told me what the decision was, I submitted my letter of resignation before the school board meeting happened. And then the school board meeting, they had to alter what they were going to say that I had submitted my letter of resignation. I mean, that's kind of how that happened. Still went back into the school system. You can look at it while they're doxing. Go to fldoe.org, fldoe.org, where you can look up any teacher in Florida that has certification, okay? And you will see all of their certification. If somebody's ever been suspended or had any sanctions or their teaching certification, it will be right there. There's nothing there. It'll show you that I'm still certified, that I'm still highly effective. It'll show you all of the myriad of credentials that I have. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? After that, I left Florida because of to help out with a family situation in 2018. Went and started working for a school district in Texas. School district, hello, still teaching. So did such a good job. They were aware of everything the whole time. When I applied to them, they were aware. I sent them everything, the same news articles, the same videos they got, everything. What are we talking about? And they said, I gave them the same personnel letter that they gave me that says there's no violation of ethics or anything. There's no sanctions or anything on your certifications or credentials. And I was hired yet again. Worked so much, so good, worked so well. That school district said, you know what? We not only want you to become a teacher, now we'd like you to become a part of our professional development team, where now you teach the teachers. Credential holder here. Credential holder. Now, these people, listen, if some of these people that are making all of this effort to dox and all of this put the same amount of effort in getting their own education and getting their own degrees, they might make some of themselves in life. Okay? Child. But let's continue on. Since you want to go down that road. Because somebody asked, because see, I'm not one of the ones that don't go and see what the people had to say. I went and watched what the people had to say. It was cringeworthy. It was nauseating. Just to hear some of these people's voices makes my nuts itch. But that's fine. We're here. We are here. Would you like to know what I do now? Great. I'm glad you asked. Well, I'm over there teaching the teachers my little heart out early 2020, this year. Early 2020, actually, it started in December of 2019. I take that back. Doing what I do, teaching. When I did a professional development where I had to teach some community stakeholders along with teachers. So I was, instructing them. One of the people in my class said, "Oh, I like what you do. Can you give me a call about some things?" Gave him a call. He works for a major Fortune 500 company. What, mind you, I'm still teaching, still in the school system for people concerned about me and my well-being. Lord. Anyway. Anyway, let me continue with my story. Oh Lord. That so he talked to me about a position that they had there. I said, "Well, I'm a teacher, that's what I do." He said it does involve teaching and education. He said, "We have in our Houston office, we have need for there to be someone over professional development for the company. What you would do is you would train the people who do the training for new hires. You would train them, you would develop the curriculum, you would do all of the things for professional development and do that." So I thought about it. I said, let me think about it. And then I thought about it. And me and Really B had a long conversation about it too. And I talked with some good friends and some confidants and people that I trust. And they said, go ahead, you should do it. Because I felt like I wasn't getting the money that I was worth in education. So I took a leap of faith and I did that in February. COVID-19 happens. I was supposed to head, professional development for their Houston offices. COVID-19 happens, some things and shakeups happen. Next thing I know, I get a call from the person who's over the entire professional development division for the entire company, way up there. He calls me. He says, "We see your credentials. We know what you have done. We see where you've been and so forth and so on. And what we'd like to do is we have a recent vacancy as my assistant, the number two to me, meaning you would be the assistant director of professional development for all locations all over the United States of America. Would you like the position?" And what did I say? Sure, I certainly will take that. And what did I do? And what am I doing right now? I'm doing just that. Working, still teaching. So all of these stories about me and people doxing me and, "Oh, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Oh, he was on the news." Hello, that was 3 years ago. If I was going to be embarrassed about being on the news, that would have been 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago. What are we talking about here? Not only that, not only professionally have I done nothing but go higher and higher and make more and more money. Even personally, within my love life, I have a great relationship. One, even within my organizations. See, if you're gonna dox stuff, you only dox the bad stuff. Did you dox the fact that I am a member of one of the largest organizations in the state of Florida, where I hold one of the highest seats that you could have, the youngest person to ever be as high as I am in that organization? See, credential holders, we don't have to be ashamed of anything that we do. I didn't even need to tell that. That was not anything. All of that information was nothing that I even felt was even that serious. I didn't even think it was that serious for me to even tell people that I have a doctoral degree because it's not that serious because I come here just to be L Teddy 27. You think I'm ashamed that I am salacious at times? That I am debaucherous? My whole channel is called House of Debauchery. You people come there for debauchery. What do you think? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? So if you want to know the story, there's the story. Have I resigned from the positions? Absolutely. To take another position that was always higher, offered more money. People said that they pushed me to step down. Nobody pushed me to step down. Hello? I stepped up and pushed them down to step up to a higher position. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Even right now, if I want to, I can go and teach right now. I'm still a certified credential holder. What are we talking about? I was just, what, 4 months ago teaching. And the only reason I'm not right now, what I'm saying right now is, what are we talking about? The only reason I'm not in a school system right now is because I saw an opportunity that would be better and that would give me more money and give me more ability to upward climb within that company. And I've already started to do that. I already started to do that. They've already promoted me. What are we talking about here? Now, some of those people trying to dox me, you need a job, I might could get you hired somewhere. I might could help you. Lord God. What are we talking about here? Lord. So, the people wanted the story, and there you have it. I'm just, it's so amazing to me. Was I supposed to wake up this morning and be like, oh, let me go ahead and shut down my channel? Oh, let me listen. Listen. I would venture to tell you my Facebook profile is much larger than my YouTube profile right now could ever be. Thank you so much, Felita, for your membership. My Facebook profile, because of the status that I have in my organization, I have thousands upon thousands of people from all over the country that are follow me on Facebook that are a part of it that knew about that story. Way more people when that story came out in 2017 were aware of it than this small little sector. So if there was going to be a time where I was going to be upset, afraid, ashamed, now would not be that time. I mean, people wanted the information. There you have it. Hello. But these people doing all the doxing, where do you work? What do you do? What credentials do you hold? Do you have proof that you have amassed any amount of education across the fruited plains? Because even the school district, when they send me any notifications, they reference me correctly and say doctor in front of my name. What are we talking about here? You got raggedy ass people. Now, see, you got QB over there. Now, I ain't never said nothing to QB. I ain't never bothered QB. I let QB people be around here dragging QB from A to Z, backwards and forward, Alpha to Omega, Genesis to Revelation. And I ain't never bothered QB. I let QB be QB. I don't say nothing to QB. I don't bother QB. QB is gonna be QB. But all this, that, and the third that you doing, and where we at now? Where are we at now? What can you show us, QB? Where's your information? Since we're doxing, can you show us the year that it took you to get a GED? Chopper, which I knew is probably the origin of all this information. Chopper, can you dox an address for us of where you live? Chopper, can you dox for us anybody across the fruited plains that gives a shit about you? Can you dox that for us, please? I'm just saying. I am so unbothered. Listen. I am so unbothered. Girl, it's so funny. Now, really, be correct me if I'm wrong. It was at least 6 or 7 months ago when we had a conversation, and I told Really B, I said, Really B, if they dox me one day, this is gonna be what they dox. Tell me if I'm lying, Really B. Tell me if I'm lying. I gotta send this text. Hold on. Tell me if I'm lying, Really B. Really be no, me and Really be had this call. So when she called me this morning, she said, "You told me." She had already heard the whole story. We had already went over this. I said, "Really be, this is what's gonna happen." Shit been out there for 3 years. Already went over this, and I told her point blank right then, "You can't make me feel embarrassed about nothing." What are we talking? What are we talking about? My thing about it is, instead of doing all of that homework to go and docs, why don't you go and get a ghostwriter or work on your good reads so you could come back with a better read? Because I still have no desire to dox anybody. I don't have that kind of energy. I do not have that kind of energy. Okay. So, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So now I have to sit here and I guess I'm supposed to be, oh, girl, girl. This is how you know when people are bothered. This is how you know when you don't got the people, because then they start the docs. This level of fuckery and fucktitude. This is how you know when people are bothered. Child. When I'm with you, Drew's girls, these people got as many STDs and STIs as I have degrees. Lord. They ain't getting to me. I'm so unbothered. I'm sitting over here drinking my coffee. I didn't even need to grab the book. It's not even that serious. Y'all doc said, "You wanted to know the story? Girl, let me tell you the story. If you must know." And my current company right now, they know about my current YouTube channel. Okay. The HR already has the already has my YouTube channel. They already know all about my YouTube channel, have watched the videos. And I have already told them, if there's anything questionable, let me know ahead of time. It will be taken down. They know all about this stuff that they've already doxed. What are we talking about? You know what I do during the day? I get on the computer and I teach. Adults, professionals all across the fruited plains, from sea to shining sea, all day long. That's what I do. I teach. Lord. it's so funny. It is so hilarious. These people, listen. Listen, I do need my metal straw, Mariah Whitney. God, I'm over here drinking coffee. You can't really drink coffee out of a metal straw because then you might burn your lips. But, child, but that's the story, y'all. I'm sure the Walking Dead and Hungry Hungry Hippo was over there last night while I was so unbothered sleeping in my bed. Like, oh, they got him. Oh, he was popped. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Lord. It's just dumbness. Jesus. Shut up, Mariah Whitney. Mariah Whitney, you always start in mess. Always start in mess. Child, you always start mess, Mariah Whitney. Y'all pay Mariah Whitney no mind. Mariah Whitney is always welcome in these parts. Because Mariah Whitney's always starting mess. Anyway, but any more questions? Because we're here for it. I done been on here 32 minutes, dear God. These people wanting to know the story. Lord God. If anything, that news story and that whole situation did nothing but elevate me to where I am now. Lord, if you must know. God. Hopefully that's a testimony to those people who think because they go through a little something that it's over. Nope. You're just getting better. Just making room. Just making room. What it is, you know how mothers say cleaning up? That's just a good Lord cleaning some stuff out of your way. Because the truth of the matter is, I think because at that point I had worked for Miami-Dade County Public Schools for like 13, 14 years at that point. And I don't think that I ever would have tried to get out of the system that was Miami-Dade County Public Schools to get better. And I don't know, because it's such a large entity that I would have ever even gotten to where I am at this point now. So I think that really that whole situation probably was destined to be just to kind of shake me up and get me out of my comfort zone and make me, do better. And hell, I'm a credential holder. Why the fuck was I meandering around at that level when I have, the degree work and credentials that I have? I should be where I am now. And it took that situation to make it happen. So you want the story to be told? There it is. A wonderful story time. Doxing. Lord. God. Child, me too, the movement, me. I don't even know. So, but child. Anyway, does anybody have any questions for me? Because at this point, it is what it is. I feel so good right now. I might even do a listen. Y'all know my members of my channel. Y'all know I owe y'all a sexy Sunday. I'm feeling so good right now. I might do a sexy Sunday later this afternoon. It'll be a sexy Wednesday. Y'all know we're gonna do Wet Wednesday later tonight, but I might do the members only sexy Wednesday. Y'all know what that means. Since I'm known for being nasty and salacious. You know, I saw somebody in the chat say, I would never have my kids around him. And that's probably why your child is where they are. Because every child that has ever taken my class has always excelled. Always. I could put a post up on Facebook right now asking, please tell me how I've impacted you. And you would have literally thousands upon thousands of people telling you what. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Cha. Cha. Anyway, hey Chanel Huffman. Cha. It's just so stupid. What did they think was gonna happen? Lord. Now, and while I got y'all here, because I'm still gonna spare QB. I don't even feel like the reason that I'm not even gonna address QB because I don't have the time to have to go and watch a video with the voice. I can't. Like, I love my eardrums. I love, my stomach enough not to cause myself to get nauseous because I do not need to be going back and forth with him just to listen to some video that is akin to dog whistles. Okay. I don't have that kind of energy. Lord. You on the video talk about, I don't have no dog in this fight. This don't have nothing to do with me, but you putting it up. It's just stupidity. Anyway, I saw that Nep made a video last night. Now let me flip back into teacher mode because I often have to be teacher. I have to be an instructor all the time. I guess they thought I was going to be on here crying this morning. Oh, girl. I told you I'll be doing all the crying to carry it on. Anyway. Now, collateral damage means that you caught some of the crossfires that were not intended for you. That's what, let me help you out with collateral damage. That means that nobody was coming for you. Nobody was intentionally trying to attack you. However, because you happen to be in the vicinity of something or someone that was attacked, you became collateral damage because some of the shrapnel might have hit you, because a stray bullet might have hit you, this, that, and the third. And that's what collateral damage is. Nobody's coming for you now at all. But what we were doing is trying to clear up any misconceptions about what was going on with the gentleman's panel and what was said, and people saying that they knew all that was said about you when they had no clue and no idea. I don't have no issues with you now, none at all. Now you saying all of this about if we want to smoke, we can get it back and forth. That's now if you just want to do that, you can. But nobody was coming for you now. Nobody don't have no issue with you. The issue, the only reason you're in this is because those whores over there inserted themselves. Your friends put you in this, not me. Because even when Jaded Nerd said what he said, Jaded Nerd was coming at Jay Wilson. Your friends then went and said that they knew all about it, and they knew about it before anybody else did it. So if anything, you should be going to them and say, well, if y'all already knew that, then why didn't y'all tell me if y'all supposed to be my girls? Why is this the first time you're hearing about this, Nep? Because the Lady P said on her video that, oh, I had already knew because Jay Wilson told me about the thing with Nep and the gentleman's panel. Well, if your friends already knew that, why is this the first time you're hearing about this, Nep? And those are your girls. You need to be cussing them hoes out. You need not be concerned about what I'm saying because all I did was clear up what they said. You became collateral damage. There was nothing aimed at you, but you had to end up being attacked because your stinking pussy ass friends over there. That's who you need to be concerned with, not with what I got going on. And then and then you had the nerve to say, oh, because all he could do is an intellectual read, but I could get down the gutter. Oh, my love, my love. In the immortal words of Chocolate Bay, oh, my love, oh, my love, my love, my love. I would like to know, I would like to know if you think that all I have is an intellectual read. The thing about it is that should scare you more because anybody with an intellectual read certainly can go gutter. It's so easy to do a cuss you out straight gutter read. That's too easy. I mean, diversify yourself. Okay. Anyway, but like I said, none of that smoke was for you. Ah, Wiley, 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 Wiley. Why are we even putting that up there, Wiley? I mean, at this point, I don't really give a shit. Anyway, Lord. But yes, I just wanted to say that part. Any other questions for my loyal subscribers and people? Anybody got any questions? I might do a stream, y'all, to bring the kids on so we can have a wonderful family gay old time since we all got things to say about L Teddy 27 because we were dark. Shouts out to those people, you know who you are, who were very concerned this morning and sent me messages and things like that. Boston had a question. I didn't see the question. Hold on. I don't know what the question was. Ask your question again because I don't see it in the chat. I don't see it. I'm not playing with you, Wiley. I am not playing with you, Wiley. Wiley! God. Wayward Wednesday. Come on, Wayward Wednesday. You want IG? Most people would say they want Twitter and not IG. You want IG and not Twitter? What was the question? I missed the question. Let me do it, bro. Did Jay Wilson's goodbye? Child. What was the question? I missed the question, y'all. But thank you for your contributions, Wiley. I don't want to make you feel like I'm not thankful. Can somebody re-put Boston's questions? Because I didn't see her question. I don't went back in the chat, but I still haven't seen it. Yes. I don't know. I'm trying to go back and see if I see her question. Oh, what are my degrees in? We ain't going down that road. I don't feel the need to go down that road. This isn't about that. What am I? If the question was what are my degrees in, we don't need to go. You can meet us on the teacher project 2.0 channel with me and Really B, where then we can go down the road of credentials and what credentials we hold, what our degrees are in, so forth and so on. You can meet us over there on the Teacher Project 2.0. It's a wonderful YouTube channel where me and Really B talk everything education and teachers. You can do that. And then we can discuss all of my credentials because I do that there. That's where we do that. I know Mariah Whitney. I know Mariah. See, Mariah Whitney done been with me since we had 4 in the chat, 5 in the chat. Mariah Whitney. I know Mariah. I know. I'm not doing this with you, Wiley. Thank you for your contribution. But I'm not doing this with you today, Wiley. God. And it's so sad because Wiley is the only one doing the super chat. Not that I'm asking for the super chat, but Wiley the only one doing the super chat. So every time Wiley puts something up, I gotta read what Wiley said. Ah, God, Lord, God, listen. I didn't see your question, Chanel. God, everybody asking me questions. The chat is going real fast, Chanel. So I don't. I might have missed it. I'm sorry. So, what are your thoughts about Murderous Weekend turned into the week? What are my thoughts, Chanel? Was that your question? What are my thoughts about Murderous Weekend? Um, as you can see, it's still continuing into the week. People have nothing better to do. People are freaking losing their minds because they have been quarantined in their homes so long and they are at the end of their rope. They need to get out the house. And so what ends up happening is y'all go on there, go to the link, you can subscribe, then we can talk about all my credentials and all my degrees. Okay. Lord. Between me and really BTV, we have more degrees between us than some of these people have subscribers in their chats when they go live. Some of the same people over there doxing. Some of the same people over there all throwing up confetti and doing somersaults because they thought I had got doxed. Lord. Lord. Anyway. And there you have it. God. But yeah, if you asked the question, I apologize because the chat was going really fast. And I just couldn't see it. I just couldn't see it. So I apologize if I didn't get to your question. Anyway, I think we're gonna shut this down. Trace your kids, can y'all send in a text message whether y'all want me to do it on my stream, y'all, or whether or not we're gonna go on somebody else's stream, y'all? Because the people are here for it this morning. The people are here for it this morning. I was here for it. Yeah, Chantel. Yeah, I think I might be inspired to do a sexy Wednesday, or as you called it, Wayward Wednesday, so we can look at some menses. Since I'm so nasty, if you want to see the menses, you're welcome to become a member, and you can get all of the menses that we'll be having. Just saying, Jace. Just said, Mariah Whitney, leave Jay Wilson alone. You always bothering Jay Wilson in the chat. God, listen. If Mariah Whitney knows, she gets about 8 comments before I have to stop reading Mariah Whitney. After about 8 comments, you just can't read Mariah Whitney comments no more. Because I'm surprised he put his boyfriend in William McCray. Lord. God. Lady T got a new name? Wait. Anyway, let's put some Shondas in the chat because I'm about to get off here. And we'll decide amongst the kids whose channel we're going. It might be my channel, might be Really B's channel, might be Ebby's channel, might be Jada's channel. I don't know. But we'll be on the stream, y'all. Look round for it. Look round for it. So how did you feel about Stop Nerd trying to read? Wait, who? Who is Stop Nerd? I'm confused. What was your question, Chanel? How do I feel? I don't know who Stop Nerd is. Oh, Jada Nerd. No, Jada didn't try to read. Lil Bro drug. How do I feel about it? He had to do what he had to do. He felt like somebody was coming for him. And when you feel like somebody is coming for you, then you got to do what you got to do. And he didn't try. He went and drugged. Oh, God. Why is that the only color I'm seeing? God. Wiley. Lord. I might super chat myself just so I can get somebody else that I have to read besides Wiley. I won't be at that reunion, Wiley. Lord. What we're not gonna do, Chanel Huffman, is we're not gonna try and shade Jay the Nerd over here. That's the little bro. My hands are here, but the mods might gather you if they think that you are trying to come at Jay the Nerd the wrong way. Jay the Nerd is little bro, Just saying. They feel like you coming at Jay the Nerd the wrong way. I don't know. You can clean it up. I don't know, but they might. Oh, okay. You see, they already listen. They don't mind. They do not mind. Anyway, God, let me get off before Wiley send me another super chat. Lord, am I the only YouTuber who says no to super chats now? Thank you, Wiley, for ruining super chats for me. Lord. Oh, God. Jay the Nerd is a mod. He can gather you. He does have a mod stick. He does have a mod stick. That he does. Oh, God. Anyway. Y'all, let's get off here. And y'all look for us in a few minutes. We'll be on somebody's platform to shoot the shit. I'm glad I was able to clear everything up. And with that being said, it's been great. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.